are under the age of 18 and you are watching this video, please stop now. This content is not intended for you. Hey everybody, it's Tamika. I am back with the second process video in my DIY Valentine gift ideas. It was part of a collaboration hosted by Carolina's Creations. I will put the original video down below in the description box. Today we are working on that cute little trinket box that I created using Dollar Tree supplies. So let's go ahead and get started with the process. Alright, I am starting out with this compartment with lid. It is an organizer little compartment that come from the Dollar Tree. I spray painted with some white Rust-Oleum spray paint, my favorite paint and primer. It was so much easier doing that than with the chalk paint. Trust me, I tested it. And I'm using a digital paper download. I will link that down below. This measures like 7 3/4 by 1 1/2. So I wanted to make sure I got the right measurements to cut out my paper. I did use a corner rounder for the top of the box because the box is curved as well. So I want to make sure that it fit appropriately. I used red line tape to tape every piece on so I know that it would stick to this plastic piece. And I did the sides and the short sides and the long sides in the top. I'm using some gold rope that I actually got, it was in packaging from a swap. And I wanted to do something just little and petite around the edges. So that's what I did, just line that edge with some gold paper using a fine tip hot glue gun. So that's how that came out. Really easy. So I used my Silhouette Cameo to type out the words "Fill Me Up." The paper came from Michaels. It's a gold paper, very inexpensive. I wanted to use paper instead of vinyl on here. It would be easier to maneuver to put the letters in there if I used cardstock. It's 65-pound weight gold cardstock. I think it would have been easier for me to use that than try to fiddle with the vinyl inside this compartment because it's pretty deep. So I just used, I forget what font I used. I think it's chalkboard or felt marker. I'll put it down below. But I just typed "Fill Me Up" in all the compartments, and I thought that was pretty cute to kind of mimic Rae Dunn. So this ribbon came from the Dollar Tree as well. It's in like the Easter section. And it's out now though, but in the spring section. I wanted to make some cute little banners. Now the size of these are wired, which is okay, but I wanted to make just some little page flags. So I cut a little piece off and did 2 page flags so that they can just add that extra aqua colored touch that I wanted to spin with all the rest of the project. So this was perfect to add some little page flags, and it's kind of a burlap material. So next, this ribbon, I showed this in a haul. I had a bunch of this pretty color ribbon with like a silver or gold stripe down the middle. So I ended up making 2 bows. I wanted to make some layered bows. You know me and bows, I had to cut this clip because it took a while. But I did make 2 bows so that I can stack them on top of each other. And I stacked them on top of each other with hot glue. I end up later putting them on a pop dot to give them a little bit more height. These are the Valentine little doorbell. I think they're like hanging your doorknob. They have cute little bells at the bottom. So I wanted to utilize the pink and gold, or the pink and white bell, and they had like a little glitter on it. So I think it was super cute to add to the box. So I wanted to add a large flower. I didn't have one that I got from the Dollar Tree, but I did find some from my stash. So I just kind of placed it there. I always lay my project out to see how it looks before I absolutely start putting hot glue down, unless I'm just certain I want that there. So I attached the 2 banners together, the 2 page flags together with a dot of hot glue. I'm adding a little bit of dimension to the bottom, and those little pop dots come from the Dollar Tree. Just to lift that up a bit, I put one on the back. I also put one on the back of the double ribbon flower little bow there so that can be lifted up off the box as well. And then of course trim it to size. So the next thing I'm going to do is add those bells, and again I attached the tips of those ribbons together with some hot glue and then slid it underneath that bow, or just right up to the tip of that bow, because the flower that I'm going to put there is going to hide it. So I was fine with just putting it right up under that bow. And then I'm just going to add the flower to that as well. I did add some hot glue to the back, add a little foam dot, and then put it on top of the bows. I didn't like how the bells were moving about, so I added just a little hot glue at the bottom to kind of keep them in place on the box. So I'm okay with that decision. I wanted them to move freely, but they were just bouncing around everywhere. So I wanted to tack those down. So now I'm adding some paper flowers, again from the Dollar Tree. These cute little paper flowers made the nice little filler happen for this box, and I just put a little bit of, they do come with a little bit of adhesive on the back, a little pop dot, but I just cut up one little pop dot in half and put them on each of the flowers, and then put them on the side of the large flower that's right in the center. Kind of like a backup, a wingman flower is what we're going to call it. Next up is the sentiment. Every time I saw these sentiments in the Dollar Tree, I got a pack because they are forever. They're like a stamp. They can't go out of style. They're gold and they're little, and they just would work perfectly with any project. I cut down a little foam dot for the back to pop that up on dimension as well, and I found a place for it to go, and I just tucked it right there on the right side, and I thought it looked really, really cute over there. And last but not least, we have the foam stickers, which I've never looked at twice, but they had a little pink sheet in there, and I thought this would be cute to add a name. You don't have a lot of room because these are fairly big, but I found a little name that I can put on there, and I thought that was looking really, really nice. I added these little hearts. They came from my stash, not from the Dollar Tree, and I thought that added the finishing touch. So that's it, guys. That's how everything turned out. I thought it was absolutely cute. I hope you guys try it. And the majority of this came from the Dollar Tree. And if you haven't seen yesterday's video, I did the Dollar Tree Valentine basket. I hope you do check it out. The links will be down below in the description box for all the items that I mentioned in this video. And I will see you guys at the next video where we will, where we will complete the final project, which is the mailbox. Like the video if you like it, and I will talk to you soon.